I need to grab my beer.
Yeah.
My beer.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Unwind, where we drink wine and answer questions. I'm your host, Adam Petal.
Holy crap. I'm your host, Nick. I needed this, guys.
Yeah.
I needed this. It's been about 14 days on for this boy right here.
Jesus.
I needed this. Maybe even like 8 more of this. These. It's already happening.
Yeah. This is a very important one, guys. You guys got to help us forget about the week that's going on, especially this guy.
I gotta forget it all, man. I gotta take all that shit and take my memories, just slice off that part of brain that holds on to those. We don't need any of that anymore.
No.
It's the weekend.
It's the weekend.
We got Blue Jays baseball tonight.
Mm-hmm.
We got NHL hockey tomorrow. We got so much stuff.
Oh my God, the sports are ramping up.
They're ramping up, baby.
And guys, tonight, speaking of tonight, we're facing the red hot Tampa Bay Rays. They've won 7 games in a row, which is unreal. And we're facing Glasnow. They moved Glasnow back to face us today for some reason.
This is amazing. This is amazing.
Referencing that brew.
Yeah, not allowed to say the name unless you pay me money.
Yeah.
Or even just give it to me for free. But this is amazing.
Yeah.
Just saying, everybody grab their brews, grab their wines, grab their hard alcohols, grab whatever you need.
Grab what you can, guys. We're so glad to bring...
But you're right. We might need to be doing a lot of drinking tonight just because I'm a tad bit concerned that we might drop 3 in a row. Glasnow, the Rays, they made a trade today.
They did. I so badly want to talk about that trade, man.
I do kind of want to talk a little bit about that trade,
pull
too.
it up. But
Willie Adames going away. They're picking up a couple relievers. I think we can see the writing on the wall, folks.
Yes, it is so clear that they shipped off Willie Adames. I mean, I thought they would have just moved him to second, but I guess they love Joey Wendell being that second, third base kind of guy for them. I thought they would have done that. But
we also know how much they love their relief pitchers too.
That's true.
And they did pick up some more of those.
That's true. And you know what? They kind of need it because they've lost Nick Anderson, they've lost Diego Castillo, they've lost a lot of guys in that back half, so that makes sense for them. But the main story when Willie Adames got shipped off, the first thing that I thought,
what does he play?
Wander Franco.
Yeah.
Number 1 prospect in baseball is going to be coming up.
Shortstop. Shipped off.
Yeah.
Number 1 prospect.
Yeah.
A shortstop.
Yeah.
He's killing it in the minors right now.
See, it's funny because I thought I wasn't expecting to ship off Adames because they were playing Franco at third base in the minors.
Really?
Yeah, they were trying to get him multi-position because their third base and second base isn't really locked down. They've got Joey Wendell, they got some other guys cycling out that aren't as good, but obviously you want Franco there, so they were kind of training him to be playing on the second base and third base side. So I don't know. I saw. Hey, who knows? It's Rays baseball.
Maybe they're just giving him some solid versatility, you know?
That's true.
Getting a guy, rather than just getting a shortstop or just a third baseman, they're just getting an infielder. You know? That's what it is for them. We're just going to get an infielder, and it's Wander Franco, and he can do whatever the hell he wants to do.
It doesn't matter where they play him. It's Rays baseball. They're nerds, so they've got a plan, obviously.
They're a bunch of nerds.
So they're we like baseball.
Bunch of freaking nerds, guys. Joe Smith, last night was pain. Nick's t-shirt looks like he's in Hawaii. Man, I wish I was in Hawaii. I could use those vibes right now, though, guys. All those Hawaiian fucking, put the lei on me. Give me my pina colada vibes. Those are the type of vibes that we have coming into this weekend. For the next 24 hours, my brain is going to be turned off. 48 hours. I just upped it. 48 hours. My brain will be turned off.
So your brain it'll be turned off even when we're going live.
Yeah.
It'll just be straight up.
For those of you who are going to tune into our live on Sunday at 1, my brain will still be shut off. It will only start to turn back on at this time on Sunday night. And that's maybe. We don't know for sure.
Yeah.
We don't know for sure, guys.
You never know.
Yeah.
You never know. I want to get my speakers. I downloaded this new sound effects app. Because, this is the time when I like to experiment with my sound effects.
Yeah. Let's experiment with some sound effects. Meanwhile, I'm going to be diving into the box right now. Do you have a dive sound effect?
You have to give me another question from now.
Yeah, literally. Yeah. This is my warning time. So next time somebody's diving in, I want to hear a. I'm diving into questions.
Welcome everybody. Thank y'all for coming.
What's it gonna be, guys? Who's drinking right now?
Ask your questions down below.
I hope that we're all freaking drinking. This is phenomenal. All right, Adam asks this question. That's you. We're gonna have to explain this one. Which Blue Jay couldn't handle an L9? You want to tell the folks what an L9 is? You asked the question.
Yeah.
I just found that. That was a good question. There you go.
All right, so an L9 is basically, you know those water like pool toys that you see at Dollarama, and you fill them up. You put them in the water and you pull it back and it fills up with water, right? So it's kind of like a pump.
It's like a plastic thing. Right?
It's a plastic tube that you can shoot water. You dip it in the water, you pull it, it's filled, you shoot it.
Yes.
So
lots of children play with
these. Right. But you can play with them with alcohol. So you just do the same thing. You put it in a beer, and then you pull it back, and then you put it into your mouth or your friend's mouth. So
now it's not filled up with water.
No, beer.
It's filled with beer.
Exactly. So then you can just shoot the beer into your mouth or your friend's mouth, and it will directly go into their stomach without any sort of your own drinking. It just goes straight in.
Wait. What do you mean directly goes into your stomach? You got to swallow.
But the force is so powerful, it just pushes through your muscles and it goes down your body. So it sounds painful, but it's really not.
So you're telling me that we can use this device to just immediately insert a large quantity of alcohol into your body.
Shotgunning has nothing on this method. This is the best method for getting beers inside you fast.
Would you look at that, guys? Who knew? Definitely not me, Mom. I had no idea. But
the question
was who couldn't handle it. That's
a tough one.
Who something like that? Let me really evaluate and think about this. I think it's got to be a pitcher. I'm thinking that Ryu would have a hard time with this.
Yeah, I don't see Ryu doing that.
I don't see Ryu necessarily hopping on that train.
I can't picture him in like frat kind of environment. Like that's a frat environment.
That is my answer. Yeah. It is going to be Ryu. He's an older gentleman now.
Yeah, he's very...
I don't think his body could hold up to something like that, man.
You know what? Yeah, I'm going to go Ryu too. I can ever see him doing that. I don't think that matches who he is. You know, that's not his personality.
No.
That's not him.
Ryu... He is the intellect. You know, I see Ryu and I see a established fucking gentleman tuxedo wearing guy.
Yeah.
I see Ryu at the casinos, bro. I could totally see Ryu strolling up in a beautiful black something or other Audi and then just rocking it at the poker table, taking everybody to Money City or whatever and walking away with
Absolutely.
A bunch of dollars.
Absolutely. I could definitely see that.
Yeah, man.
All right. I'm going to jump in.
Yeah.
I'm going to jump in.
No dive sounds yet?
No, I didn't. I couldn't. I only was looking for like 2 seconds.
God damn it.
I got to be looking here.
God damn it.
This is from Star Wars.
I'm not sure. I don't know if that does the trick. What's the question?
Question is, this is from Rusonic. Hey, shout out! He won our giveaway the other day.
And his mom looked beautiful with our lovely Blue Jays gear that we sent him. So that's lovely to see, man.
Gotta check that out. For sure.
Yeah.
He says 2015 Jays versus 2021 Jays in a 7-game series.
Oh,
that's
2015 versus 2021. Now here's the problem, man. Here is the problem. Because 2021 is not complete yet, you know? So we've still haven't seen George Springer yet.
Right.
We still haven't seen the impending trade for Jose Berrios. That is 1,000% coming.
Exactly, because 2015 Jays before the deadline.
Different story.
Different team. No David Price. We didn't have Troy Hawkins. We didn't have... there was another reliever that we got that was really good. Jason Grilli, he was really good.
And also, too, you know, it's like the team in general, like, they were a different team in the first half of the season,
Yeah.
like just on quality of play, to the second half of the season too. Like it just all went uphill for them.
Yeah, but I will take 20 based on like what is currently right now, like in this question. I'm definitely going to take 2015 Jays. 100%.
I am also going to take 2015 Jays. However, with the caveat that I believe that by the end of this season, my answer would shift to 2021 Blue Jays.
Maybe we make a trade. We call up some guys.
Well, I also
you never
think
know.
Too, it's just like we actually haven't seen arguably our best player in George Springer. Like, it's like, just imagine, it's like, we're thinking about 2015 Jays, like, you know, with Bautista and Donaldson and all these guys. You know, imagine we just added Donaldson, you know, to the team that we have now. It's like, that's what I feel like it is. At this point, we're so deep in the season that it's like, we basically traded for him. Or that's what it's going to feel like. That's
feel like. Like, it's like, well, I'm gonna say he's going to be better than Troy Tulowitzki, but it's like, we just added Troy Tulowitzki to the team. It was like, oh my God.
Right.
Okay.
You know, it's going to feel like a totally fresh set of reinforcements right there, you know, and then we still haven't seen that Alek Manoah call up that we think is going to be on the way. Video coming soon, guys. Yeah. And who knows how good he can be. We still haven't seen, you know, the potential trade. I guess we could also look at the other way, though. We still haven't seen the Vladdy drop off, but that's not going to happen. We're not going to think about that. No. We're going to expect everyone to do better.
Bringer of Rain says, if the Cincinnati is messing up, how do you think of getting Mike Moustakas as a third baseman? Or what do I think of him?
I don't think that much about it. I don't think that much about it.
I honestly don't care too much about Mike Moustakas making a trade for him. I mean, I'm honestly not even sure what he's doing this year. Let's look it up.
Take a look at his stats, but I mean, for me, Bringer, I don't see Mike Moustakas as being the guy that's going to elevate this team's quality of play to a new level. You know, what is he up to this season?
He's OPS is 773, not bad. Average 241, hits 4 homers, driving in 13 runs. I mean, it's not bad. It's good.
It's good. It's good. It's slightly above average is what that is, you know. And again, I think I would be okay with it, but it's not the move that I'm necessarily like, okay, like let's go do that. That's going to make us, you know, a serious contending team.
Honestly, because we've talked before, like, you know, what kind of moves do we expect the Jays to make? Are they going to make big blockbuster moves? Are they going to make little in between, like kind of like last year moves? I mean, this might be a tiny bit step up from a last year move, you know what I mean? Or it's like not a huge blockbuster, but this guy can help round out your team a little bit better.
Potentially, yeah, you know, and I guess something to consider too about this trade deadline is, and maybe this is a question for you guys as well, and for you, but what would you prefer your team to do? You know, like let's say we're doing how we're doing, you know, our division is very competitive, but we still have a good team. Vladdy's still killing it. Ryu's still killing it. You know, we're looking good. We're feeling like we got a shot at making playoffs, potentially going deep. Would you prefer that we go out and we make like 3 little moves or like 1 bigger move?
Bigger move. Because what are the 3 little moves going to be? Bullpen, starting pitching, maybe bullpen, starting pitching, bench guy. It's like, we don't really, like, unless we get a star everyday third baseman, because now we're finding, like, we do have a little bit of a hole on the infield in that third base spot. Like, Biggio is not the everyday third baseman. Espinal plays there, like, almost at this current rate, like every other game.
Yeah, which I do love.
I love, by the way. But, you know, if you do want to make a deep run, like, maybe you go out and get a Chris Bryant or, you know, something like that.
Yeah, okay.
So I would prefer the big move in, like, the rotation or, like, a big closer.
You know what?
I mean?
I think I agree with you because, again, it feels like we know what this team's need is, and as much as I love grabbing some depth and bolstering the team up all over the place, and that feels cool, you know, it just also feels like then, you know, like that one pitcher that we get, that one depth pitcher, if he doesn't make a complete transformation, kind of like Taijuan Walker did, I mean, I feel like we already have a bunch of depth starting pitchers.
Yeah, exactly.
We have a bunch of guys who could maybe give us 4.5 ERA. We need a guy to give us 3.
We need a guy with a good WAR. Literally, a guy who impacts us so much that his replacement is so low that like this guy will win us games. Like that's what I'm talking about. Also, saw someone in the chat talk about Mike Moustaka's contract being bad. Yeah, fuck it. Don't want him anymore. 2 more years after this year of 16 million. Nope. No thanks.
Oh yeah. Sorry, I don't know if that's
18 million.
Yeah, it goes up.
It goes up to 18.
So,
oh boy.
Yeah, that's definitely gonna be a no-go. Mike
Nope.
Moustakas has been very good in his prime. Not saying that he's even out of his prime. Like, although that's just a lot.
Yeah,
that's
like
just a lot.
let's be honest.
And, like, you know, we're not building our team around Moose. You know,
no.
we got some other guys kind of on the burner. So yeah. Any questions in the chat, or can I dive into the thingy thing?
In the chat.
What should we call this box, by the way, guys?
Yeah, like we're still deciding on names.
Yeah.
Big question mark.
Big question mark. Okay,
I keep thinking mystery box, but I think about Call of Duty, like, you know.
I just think about life in general. Like, how many things have been called
mystery box?
You know, it's
like
Jesus, man.
The box of wonders.
Literally, yeah. Like, we need a cool, unique name right now. I'm going to dive in.
Okay. I'm
going to dive the hell in right now.
I see your question, bringer of rain, by the way. I'll get to that in a second. Also, I just wanted to shout out that my girlfriend is here with us today. It's our 2-year anniversary.
Nice.
So just wanted to give her a shout out, and in case she wanted to say something, she might come on later.
Oh, my God.
What?
Oh, man, I remember when these guys make this a quick answer, because this means nothing to these guys. You know, I almost want Patrick and Dylan to hop in on this.
Okay.
Dan asks this question, and he goes, at Adam.
Okay.
Fuck, marry, or kill Patrick, Nick, Dylan.
Oh shit.
All right, the truth comes out, bro.
All right.
Whose ass are you looking at, baby?
No. Okay. I think I'd fuck you, because it would be a great time.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But I'd have to marry Patrick because he's a really good cook. He's very cleanly. He just seems like a very good like husband. You know what I mean? Like he's a very like good stay-at-home husband.
Sure. Yeah.
You know?
Okay.
And then like, sorry Dylan, I gotta kill you, buddy. Like I just gotta kill you, man. I'm not into the tats. Not into the tats, you know. You're a little bit of an animal, you know. I can't really predict what you're gonna be doing.
Yeah. No, I hear you, buddy. I thought I was gonna be the Mary, considering that we do live together.
We do. I wanted to mix. I wanted to think about.
But at the same point, you know what? Like I could definitely show you a good time. You know, Jay's fan media is like, what the fuck? And I'm also like, what the fuck? But, here we are, guys. This is the Wine Unwind, unadulterated. All right, man, dive in.
All right.
Unless Bringer Rain had a question, did he?
Oh yes, he did. He says, if the Jays are hunting for a playoff for the next 6 years, do you think we should get a new manager? See, last year I would have said yes, absolutely. But this year I'm still waiting because, you know, for a confirmed answer. Because right now, I'll be honest, guys, not a lot to complain about with Montoya this year.
Well,
he's letting our starters go late. And I think what we're seeing, the reason why, is because last year it was such a quick turnaround that he was kind of forced to bring him out early because they just simply weren't built up for that. And that was one of my biggest concerns. And the lineup has been pretty good this year.
Well, frankly, and you know what? I agree with you, Red. It's like, I'm kind of vibing with what's going on with the whole Montoya situation right now. Like, let's also not forget, you know, I know that he's not the only person involved in this, but we did have a good offseason, guys. Montoya's got a very influential voice in making this happen. You know, we got a George Springer. We got a Semien, who's doing really good right now. We re-signed Robbie Ray. We got Matz. You know, he definitely didn't do all of that, but he 1,000% had influence in he was in those conversations. He was saying, I like this guy. I don't like this guy. Let's bring this guy in. And I'm down with that. And so far, as far as, like, lineup goes, as far as, like you said, like, starters and stuff like that, I'm kind of vibing with it. You know, I haven't seen anything that has been, like, getting me all peeved up or anything.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Like he's going with a guy, and then he's also using his eyeballs because when that guy's kind of struggling, he's not afraid to pull the trigger.
Yeah.
Rowdy Tellez, for instance, wasn't afraid to cut the cord and say, "Hey, buddy, you need to go down to the minors." And now Espinal, he's like, "Hey, I'm vibing with what you're doing, bro. Get into the lineup." It's like, I see you. I saw Joe panic, but now I see you, and now you're in.
And he's also like recognizing what the bullpen, the roles are, because it's been very tough to manage that bullpen like this whole year. It's been hard, and he's doing a great job. And like as a current situation, like just to bring it up, I can predict, and this is what's shows that Montoya is really making a good adjustments here in terms of managing. I guarantee you, the next time there's a closing situation, he's not going to put Dolis back there because he's going to put someone else. He's going to probably put like a Chatwood or maybe a Bergen or someone else. Or maybe Romano. Again, he might test him out there, even though he has been shaky. Yep. But he's going to make that adjustment. He's using his eyeballs a lot. Because when Romano was shaky, Dolis came back, he put Dolis back.
Exactly, and then it's like... and I think, I know that some of you guys were kind of upset that Dolis came in last night. Well, guys, we got to remember, Romano hasn't looked like a rock for the past couple games either. He's been dancing around trouble. He's been really slow to throw his pitches, which is not Romano's style. Romano last year, and at the beginning of this season too, before he got hurt, he got in, took a squat, and then bang, 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 took a squat, bang, 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 And whereas like now, it's like he's a little bit more shaky. He's like, squat, now I throw.
Yeah, he's he likes to build himself with that confidence, and try to get him to that place. But I found lately he's looking really not confident with his delivery.
Yeah, I agree. So I think Montoya is doing a pretty nice job across the board. So yeah, man, I'm happy with it.
Yeah.
I'd say let's roll with him for a while and see how it goes.
Yeah. Also, guys, in the chat again, throw your questions at us. Or if you want to get an outside baseball person perspective, you can get my girlfriend.
Really selling them on that.
This is the one night only. Well, maybe there's another night, but you could ask her. See what she thinks. This one is from Jackson Materi. And they say, assuming everyone is healthy, how far do you see the Blue Jays going in the playoffs? Okay, yes, assuming everyone is healthy. That's important. That's important for me.
Oh, man, it's really hard to say at this point because we haven't seen everybody be healthy, and we haven't seen that hopefully trade that will happen, so
assuming everyone is
okay, well,
healthy.
Let's walk through. I think we were talking about who we think we will play if we were to make playoffs.
Right, so we're probably going to get a wild card. And then the other wild card teams would be either Tampa Bay, Boston, no, I guess not in the Central. No, it'd be A's.
Oakland A's. I think that's what we were talking about.
Yeah, those are the
or
three.
the Astros if the A's can win that division.
Right.
So it's kind of either one of those two, and then probably Tampa, probably Boston. So
I feel like it might be someone from the West, just because the East is going to beat up each other a lot, so there's not going to be too definite. It could very well happen, but most likely rather not. So let's say for me, let's go with the A's. I feel like the A's might be most likely. A's or Astros.
Jesus Christ. They're just like Tampa, but on a different place.
Yeah. Literally. They're Tampa, but on the other side.
I mean, I really think, if it was the A's, I would look at it on paper, and I would go, no problem. We got them.
It's one game. Yeah. Ryu versus, I guess it would be Minaya. Sean Minaya?
It'd either be, it probably wouldn't be Minaya. It'd probably be,
Bassett, Lazard. Oh, he's hurt.
I don't even know who it would be because they got so many decent guys.
It's whoever's going to be good at the end.
Exactly,
whoever can go the longest.
They got so many decent guys on there. I think that we could take them. I feel like we could probably make it to round 2, and I'll be honest, my expectations after that kind of fall off. My expectations will change if we acquire a big arm. Let's say Jose Berrios. Let's say Max Scherzer or something like that,
Because let's say we beat the A's and we go to the DS, and we're gonna face the number 1 team, which will probably be like White Sox or Yankees. I'm gonna go Yankees because White Sox seems to be pretty corrupt right now. And it's funny because I thought that like with LaRusso, like being the manager, that they would have the worst vibes, and like that one day it will catch up, and it's catching up as hell with that Mercedes 3-0 homer incident. But let's say Yankees. So it's us versus the Yankees in a 5-game series in the DS. That one's tough, man.
Yeah, and here's the thing, man. You already know that the Yankees are also going to be making big moves come trade deadline.
Yeah, big.
Whether it be for
They're
a
gonna
big
get a
arm.
Yeah.
You know, like, I could very easily see them going after a Mad Max, for instance.
Absolutely.
Right? And then, you know, I really do think it's game over for us.
Yeah, like let's say they get Max and Kluber through a no-hitter, so he's in there, and then
Kluber's,
Cole.
Yeah, like,
oh my God.
I don't see us being able to handle those 3 guys.
No, yeah, so honestly this year, if we're fully healthy, maybe we take it to game 5, and then that's it.
Yeah.
And we're done.
Yeah, we'll see. It's a tough question. Playoffs are crazy. It's a rolling of the dice. The most important thing is to make it to playoffs and then go from there. You know, if you're hot, you're hot. If you're not, you're not, and you'll get knocked out. So, yeah, we shall see.
We got a question from Tristan Morgan.
Let's hear it.
He goes, out of all the Blue Jays players, which of them do you think is the most materialistic? Interesting, because actually I'm thinking about their Instagrams now.
Yeah, I'm thinking about their Instagrams too.
Guerrielle likes to pop the bling a lot.
He does like to pop the bling.
I feel like Bo might a little bit, but like he's also pretty casual. I've seen him play the show, and like he's pretty casual on that.
Chill.
I feel like Guerrielle. I don't know why. I don't know why.
All right, I'm just gonna say Springer. Because Springer gets paid more in one day than I've made in my entire life. True. So I'm just going to imagine that money is going somewhere.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say probably Springer.
Yeah, I'll go Guerrielle just because I keep seeing his Instagrams going like chains. And I'm that's it. I mean, the thing
with Guerrielle though is I think his Instagram is less about like look at all this stuff I have and more about like
look at me.
I'm like really
cool and attractive.
Like here are all my abdominals. Like this is me with a baseball bat. This is me laughing with Vlad Guerrero.
Yeah.
It just so happens that he is amongst nice things.
Like I don't think any of the Jays are materialistic as far as I know. Obviously, I'm just a guy on the internet.
Yeah, we know dick fuck, bro.
That drinks wine and talks about
yeah.
Like for real.
Yeah.
But that's just my guess. Here's another question from Andrew Murphy. He goes, I hope Manoah comes up and we trade for another pitcher. ... Do you think it will happen by the end of July?
Okay, like both of those things, at least, or one of those things.
Do you think that
1,000% do one of those things by the end of July?
Yeah. Do you think that it will happen by the end of July? I'm assuming like Manoah.
When is trade deadline again?
End of July. Yeah.
Then yes, both.
Both. I think both are going to happen. I think we're going to have Manoah and a new pitcher, starting pitcher on the staff, filling up those last 2 spots, which we all know is Stripling and Kay.
Yeah.
Like God, if we just replace those last 2 spots with guys with either a 4 or 3 ERA, like. We're fucking gold.
I want 1-3 and I want 1-4.
Yeah.
Because I'll be honest, guys, like I'm still not 100% convinced on Ray or on Matt.
I agree.
I think that both of them are gonna have their starts, and what I mean by that is have like some good starts. So like 2 games out of 4, they're gonna have a pretty good game.
Yeah.
1 game out of 4, it's gonna be very average. They're gonna give up like 3 runs, go 5, and then 1 game out of 4, they're gonna get completely fucked. You know, I think that's really what we're going to be looking at. And by the end of the season, it will balance out to be like, a 4.2 ERA, which is good.
4.5, which is good, who knows.
But I don't want to be bringing those guys in as my number 2 and number 3 in the postseason.
No. Like, can you imagine, like, Ray, Manoah, and Matt's round out the bullpen? And it's like you have Ryu, and then like let's just put in like Barrios for right now.
I'm so much happier.
Ray and Barrios, solid, right? And then you have literally 3 other dudes with potential upside.
Exactly, because at any given point they can have a great start.
And then going into the postseason, you just pitch in game 3 and 4. Whoever is the hottest. Whoever's the hottest, who wants it?
I agree.
That's it,
I agree. Man. Hopefully that will be the trajectory. Obviously we got our hopes up about Berrios. We made a video about it. There has been some rumors circulating that the Jays could be interested in him. So it's like that's a whole thing, and we do really like him. We'd have him under the club control for another year after this year, which just feels even better because Ray and Matz don't know where they're going. They could go somewhere else, who knows what's going on with Pearson right now? Who knows what's going on with anybody?
That would solve that problem because we do need to grab another couple bridge guys for next year, and that would solve the problem.
Totally, dude. Totally, and he's also one of those guys. I'm talking about him again, guys. I've been thinking about him. He's also one of those guys, being only 26 years old, that you could probably lock down for like 5 or 6 years, and now instead of him just being a bridge guy, he's the new Ryu.
Right.
He's the new, like, we're locking him in. This is our guy. Like, we're gonna have him here for a while, sort of thing. So. Really want that.
Okay.
Dude. Really want that, dude.
I love. I guess we'll grab something from the box. Is my go? We need like a splash sound effect or something. Splash!
Dive in, baby.
Okay, this one's fun. I saw a video that the Blue Jays posted exactly about this.
Okay.
It's who's got the coolest batting stance on the Jays? You go first.
Who's got the coolest batting stance on the Jays? I'm trying to walk through my brain, all of them right now.
I think I got mine.
I don't know if it's the coolest, but it's one of the most uniques in my mind, and that is Randall Grichuk. He really gets low to the ground, and I noticed a lot of similarities between his batting stance and my batting stance. So, like, I definitely vibe with Randall Grichuk's batting stance.
He's trying to get right in line with the sensor.
He's trying to get right in line with the sensor, He always does one of these things.
Yeah,
he's got his chin out.
Yeah.
He's doing one of these.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I kind of vibe with Randall Grichuk's batting stance.
My top two, I'll say my second place prize goes to Kevin Biggio because
he does one of these.
He does the wiggle. It's like it's very timely too. It's like wiggle, and then it's like wiggle. Yeah, it's like very wiggle, and it's like so timed.
Yeah.
And then, but my coolest is Bo Bichette. Because he's got that toe thing going on,
that's true,
and he does the hair. Like he when he comes in, he steps in, he puts his bat up, and then he goes hair, and then he grabs it and goes back and he goes toe, and then
one of these. The only thing that I dislike about Bo's stance, and I think I'm marrying his stance to what I get.
The swing
is the fucking like
but
you know
what's
monstrousness.
You know what's funny though? I was actually looking up video on Bo Bichette when I was looking up Lindor. I did a Lindor breakdown on this channel, because there's the whole thing about like the hips opening up first, and like Bo Bichette, as wild as his swing is, it's very compact. Like it's actually good. But like the only thing is the eyes. The eyes is the one thing. Sometimes he really like his eyes are off the ball.
Over here.
The
ball's like this way, and it's like like he's looking at like
where's the home run?
It should be.
It's going over there.
And it's like we haven't hit it yet, guys.
Yeah. But the body's still compact, and like I love the explosion. Like I will say when he explodes and he does hit it, it's pretty freaking cool.
Right. So I agree. I agree on that one. Definitely, man. Definitely.
And Vladdy has a cool stance because he's about to hit like bombs with that stance.
Jays Fan Media, Manoah, Pearson, SWR, rank them 1 to 3 on their career as best career.
Jesus, I'm just like, it's just like if I'm gambling right now, who's gonna have the best career?
Dice, and can I throw it? You know what? It's so impossible to say right now because you look at these prospect rankings, and if I was to go off prospect rankings, I would immediately go Pearson, SWR, Manoah. If I go off what my eyeball is telling me, I'd probably go Manoah number 1, and then I don't know because I haven't seen enough of SWR yet.
Because because we have seen Pearson. I'll be honest, he seems like a late bloomer.
That's like a number 3 to me, sort of what I've seen. But at the same point, a bunch of people who are way smarter than me and get paid probably 6 digits to tell us this information say that he's the 10th best prospect in baseball. Fuck me up. Like, I don't know why, but
based on career, because I think he's gonna be late to the game. Like, I think he's gonna be a late bloomer. I truly do. Like, he's what, 24 right now?
I believe he is 24 years old.
Yeah. Right. So I think like he's gonna be like that guy like 26, 27. He figures it out. Like he needs to really realize and work on his mechanics a lot. That like, what's the most important thing is command versus velocity. Right. Like command over velocity. I mean, like, and he's still like I think he's still like battling that. You know what I mean? Like he's still trying to be the number one prospect. Like, bro, you are.
Yeah,
like,
and that's definitely part of it, man. Because I think why he's ranked so high up there is because the stuff is amazing.
Is number
when
one.
He does locate his fastball on the edge.
Unhittable.
You get eerily reminded of our, number one aces in the game, of our number one strikeout pitchers in the game. It's when you see it, you go, wow, that's messed up. Like if you can do that consistently, you will be a $300 million player at some point in your career. Like you will get paid like Garrett Cole's contract. Yeah. You will get paid crazy. Yeah. It will be amazing. Can you do it consistently is the question right now. So that's what Pearson needs to work on. He really has to get out of his head because he's been able to do it, work with a good ERA, get a lot of strikeouts in the minors. Mm-hmm. We haven't been able to see that move over to the majors. And what's crazy about pitchers too, and why I know he is in his head, is because at least with batters, the ball does change. When you move from AAA to major leagues, you're dealing with a velocity uptick. You're dealing with way better movement.
And scouting reports. They know how to get you out.
Yes. Whereas with pitchers, yes, the batters change, but the strike zone doesn't change. Mm-hmm. And I think that Pearson, instead of worrying so much about the batters, needs to walk in with the mindset of the strike zone hasn't changed, guy. I know how to locate in this strike zone in the minors.
Right, and like again, I've never seen him pitch in the minors, so I don't know if he was doing that. But like we did see him in his like Futures All-Star Game paint with like 101 on the corners, 102 on the corners. But the majors, maybe he's thinking like, oh shit, because I'm facing better pitchers, I need to gas it up. I need to give it my all.
Or better batters.
Better batters. I got to gas it up. I got to give it my all. I got to, be perfect. I got to be great. And, not to speak for him, but I truly, if I were to put money on what's the issue, it's the dome. It's what's going on inside his freaking noggin, man.
I 1,000% agree, man. Yeah. So I'm hoping that he can figure that shit out. That does take time, though. That's really hard. And that's an issue that, determines whether you go from good to great. So we will definitely see. Are there any more questions in here, or can I dive into here?
Let's dive in, guys. Get some more questions in the chat. Let's go. Get some more questions into the chat. Bless me. Rotation. All right.
Okay. Wow, my answer might have changed on this preseason.
Oh yeah?
And I want you guys to answer this as well. Now this is a bit high, I think, when I wrote this. So I think you know what my answer's gonna be. But
okay.
Do you think that Kevin Biggio will ever have a season where he bats above 280?
No.
Yeah. No. His best year
ever.
Best year
ever.
One season.
Okay. I'm gonna take that no back.
Okay.
Because I think we talked about this one time. He's like his father in a sense where I think he could be durable in the league for a long time.
Okay.
I think his approach is gonna make him last in the league for a long time. I think he's gonna figure it out. So if he plays 15 seasons, of one of those hits over 280.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go yes. Just one though. I think it's gonna be a career 252 hitter.
Right. It is really, really hard to answer this question.
It's again, you're gambling.
We are looking at a 26-year-old when you consider that. Now, as of right now, especially with what we've seen this season, no. 100% no.
Yeah.
By age 30, has he finally been able to figure out the major league bat? That's something that we don't know, and that's one of those questions that if the answer is no or the answer is yes, this is going to be very pivotal in making a World Series run for this team. You know, does Biggio become an actual bat? If he can hit 280 with his eyeball,
Biggio's amazing.
Then now we're looking at an absolute stud.
Yeah, because his on-base percentage is going to be well over 400.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Now we're looking at, like, arguably one of the better leadoff guys in the league if he can hit 280.
Yeah.
Right?
That's the problem, though.
Yeah, because it's like, can you hit it? I know Adam and I have talked quite a lot about what we need from Biggio, what we need to see. And honestly, it's what he did last year. It was a 250 average.
Yeah.
And it was a great on-base percentage, a lot of walks, you know? If you can give me that, then I view you as an above-average MLB player.
Yeah.
With what you're giving me right now, and especially the defense, it's below average.
And I'll be honest, my gut immediately said no. Mm-hmm. But then I'm hoping that he has a long career.
That he proves us wrong, you know?
And like when he's 33 years old, he's going to end up on another team. You know, he's going to be with like the fucking, who knows, like the Detroit Tigers when they're coming back around. And like all of a sudden, 280 with this team and this new hitting coach. Right. You know what I mean? Like, and it's going to be barely 280. It's going to be 281. You know, like, but that's it. You know, so yeah.
Those questions are really hard to say because I have so much faith in our guys, in what they're capable of. But at the same point, you know, from what I've seen with my eyeballs, right now it's no. 280 seems like a pretty insurmountable task.
Yeah.
280 is, and here's the thing, man. You know, no disrespect, because 280, there are a lot of MLB players who never even come close to hitting 280 in the league. Mm-hmm. That is a very competitive batting average.
Very hard.
That's a very competitive batting average.
Above average.
Yeah,
100%.
definitely 1,000% above average. If you can hit 280 consistently, wow, you know, we're dealing with an all-star here.
Absolutely. And he would make all-star on that Detroit team when he's 33.
He would make all-star. That would be, you know, it's like basically we're asking, do you think Biggio will ever be an all-star? Right?
Maybe he won't. Maybe he makes the bench. Yeah. Maybe he comes in the 6th inning. Yeah. That's about it. Hey, Bianca, we got a question from Tristan Morgan. You got to come here so I can ask you. Okay. Yay! Woo!
Very scary. All right, here we are. Answer this question. Tristan Morgan asks Bianca.
Okay, hi.
She dates Adam.
Hi.
2 years.
So the question for you, Bianca, is what do you think about Blue Jays today?
Oh, okay, good question.
Yeah,
thanks.
I'm assuming that Tristan thinks that you probably keep up with all of our videos, know about all of the stats. I'm sure that you've been keeping track.
Yeah, all of them. Thank you for your question, Tristan. That was very nice of you to ask. Well, I'm very proud of the boys. I love what they do. I don't watch baseball, though, so I can't say that I keep up with all the videos because I genuinely don't know what they're talking about.
Yeah, that's what my mom said.
But very proud of them. They do a great job. So, yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, very proud of us. We do a great job.
Yes.
Okay. Have fun.
All right.
Thank
you.
Thanks, Bianca.
That was Bianca. We'll show your dad that later. He'll be very happy.
Yeah, that'll be nice. Sean Pratt has a good question. He says, serious Q. Okay.
Serious.
Hold up.
I gotta get serious.
I can't actually get serious, guy. Like, I've been drinking beers. What do you want from me? What do you want from me,
What do you want?
This is the Wine Unwind.
What do you want?
What do you expect?
What do you want?
Nothing fucking serious about this. But he says, serious Q. And yes, Dol Kermist? I think I got that right.
Dol Kermist?
Yeah, I think I got that right.
Oh, yes.
We will answer your question after that. Who is a better hitter, Biggio or Guerrielle? The answer is Guerrielle.
Guerrielle, 100%.
Guerrielle.
100%.
Now, he's out of the lineup tonight. I do think he's dealing with a minor injury of some kind. This is the second game in a row where we haven't seen him.
Yeah.
We haven't heard a whole lot about this, but I do think that something's going on there.
God damn it.
But it's 1,000% Guerrielle. He's starting to figure it out. The batting average has climbed to over 230. It is going to continue to climb. By the end of this year, he's 270. It's money. Book it.
Okay. Yeah, no, I would go with 270. I'd go with 270. That seems like reasonable by the end of the year. Yeah, no.
100%, dude. By the end of the year, he will balance out. We will be very close, if not above, an 800 OPS in my mind.
Yeah,
like it's definitely attainable.
Yeah, like if I were to go best hitters in the lineup, like Biggio, I honestly consider him a bottom 3 of the lineup.
Yeah,
kind of hitter. Like he's not that good of a hitter. Great eye. I don't even want to say great approach because I don't really like his inconsistent approach. He kind of brings a new approach every single time, which is fine if you are having reason for it, right? If you know if this guy likes to pump lefties first pitch fastball, and you're like, all right, I'm going to sit on this pitch. But if you're just going to go, I was taking a lot before, now I'm going to swing. That's no reason. Like, you actually have to have an actual logical reason. That's what I feel like he's very inconsistent with. He just doesn't. It doesn't make any sense. Because sometimes first pitch fastball comes right down the middle, and I'm like, what are you waiting for?
Yeah, what do you need?
Are you sitting on the breaking pitch? And then it's like a breaking pitch will come, and yeah, he's sitting on it, but the breaking pitch starts at the knees and it drops into the dirt. And I'm like, okay, well, like you should, if you were sitting on it and you saw it, you should have swung at it. So I don't know. Doesn't make sense to me.
And I hear you, Sean Pratt. Okay, I hear you, but is he really? Guerrielle takes no walks. Over the last 2 years, so we're not talking about this season, we're talking about the last 2 years, his OPS has been over 870. 870.
Slugging, right?
That's fucking elite, man. Yeah. And he's not taking walks like Biggio's taking walks, but you know who never takes a walk? Bichette never walks.
Never
takes a walk.
But he's one of the best shortstop hitters in the game.
Literally, it's like sometimes, you don't have to take a walk. And Guerrielle does take some more walks than Bichette does. But it's like, you don't have to take some walks if you're such a threat with the bat. And Guerrielle definitely is. He doesn't have the same power necessarily as Bichette, but I really think he's going to grow into it. If you've seen Yuli, when he was Lourdes' age, he was nothing, bro. Like, I don't even know if he was playing when he was Lourdes' age. He's only really become the power hitter that he is, batting in that 4th spot in the Houston Astros in the last 3-4 years.
Right. Late bloomer.
Yes, exactly, bro. Lourdes, great hitter.
Sean Pratt to continue that, he says, I take Biggio over Guerrielle in the field. And it's funny, I was thinking about that. And I would take Guerrielle's arm. If I could match these perfect parts of their game, I'd take Guerrielle's arm, and I'd take Biggio's glove, and I'd put them together. And that would be a really good fielder. Because, Guerrielle's glove is not as good as Biggio's glove, and Biggio's arm is not as good as Guerrielle's arm.
Yeah, see, I still think I would take Guerrielle just upright and over top of Biggio. I think that we are forgetting that Guerrielle had such a great season last year. He was nominated for a Gold Glove. Talk about a Gold Glove. This guy was nominated for. He was really good defensively. I think he's just off to a slower start this year, and I really think he's figuring it out. I think by All-Star break, not saying Guerrielle is going to be an All-Star, he won't be this year, but I think by All-Star break, you're going to look at Guerrielle in a completely different light than how we are looking at him right now.
I agree. Jays Fan Media says Simeon over under 850 OPS.
Under.
I'm gonna go under, but I do think he's gonna crack over 800 this year.
I think he'll be pretty much on the dot of 800. I think that's what Simeon will round out to be. I'm loving what he's doing the last couple weeks. The last 3 weeks, Simeon has been rock freaking solid.
Monster.
And I want my faith to tell me that this will continue. But I've also looked a lot at the career numbers. We've analyzed this. It could 1,000% drop off. However, loving what he's doing so far. Prove me wrong, guy.
Yeah, this is the year, and this is why he's on a 1-year deal, is because this is the year that we'll say, okay, is this guy a one-hit wonder, or is this guy kind of legit?
Yeah. And I don't think he's going to be a one-hit wonder.
No.
If what we're saying is, I'm expecting him to hit around 800 OPS. Let's say, it's on the higher mark of that. Okay, he hits, 815 OPS. There is nothing one-hit wonder about that, man. Anyone who's hitting over 800 OPS, you were doing elite. Anyone over 850, you are 1,000% an all-star. Anyone over 900, you're an MVP candidate.
Yeah, and before the season, the conversation between us was one-hit wonder.
One-hit wonder.
But now we've seen enough of him this season to be okay, no, you're actually on a way, you are an above-average MLB player.
Yeah.
You're a good guy I want on my team.
Yes. Yes, I 1,000% agree, and I'm so happy to say that we were incorrect on our immediate assumption about that. He is now, and he could be too, a late bloomer. He could be too a late bloomer, because when you look at, I would challenge you guys to look up Semion's stats. Go to Baseball Reference, go to Baseball Savant, wherever. Look at his years. You'll notice there's about 4 years prior to his 2019 season where it was really below average. Then his 2019 season, he breaks out. He shows that he's a possible MVP candidate. And then in 2020, in the shortened season, he slumps again. You know, are you pulling it up right now?
Yeah, I'll grab his 2013 to 2018 numbers, and it's got an OPS of 713. I mean, it's all right.
750 is league average.
Yeah, 750 league average.
So this is below league average.
Yeah, batting 249, slugging 403. Yeah, like OPS plus is 96, so that's 4% less than average. So he was a little bit less than average kind of player.
Right.
And then
that's from what years?
2013 to 2018, before his MVP year.
5 years, 5 year span. And then in 2019.
I'm just gonna refresh this page so I can cancel it out.
Right.
I'm gonna grab just like the last 3 years, like 2019, 2020, 2021. OPS plus of 129, OPS of 842, batting average 271. Like, this guy is really good in the last, even adding in his 2020 year, right? Because, like, it was shortened season, who fucking knows? 2020 was bad, but in the last 3 years, this guy's been...
He's been pretty rock solid. He's been pretty rock solid, so... Yeah, no, I agree. We were a little harsh on him off the top, but he's definitely doing us wrong. I would love him to do me dirty again and get an OPS of, like, 900. Would love to see it. I'm predicting something like 810.
Yeah, it's funny, actually. Jadeep brings it up here, and I saw this. They brought on the broadcast the other day on Sportsnet. Bichette and Semion's stats are eerily similar this year. Like, very similar. So, like, if we're obviously Bichette's elite, Semion's elite. They have, like, similar stolen bases, similar OPS, similar batting average, everything.
I see you,
Semyon.
I see you, Semyon.
They're an incredible two leadoff pair, you know?
No, I see you, guy. You're right there.
But Bichette doesn't walk. That's the only difference.
Bichette doesn't walk a whole lot. He smacks the homers though.
Okay, Sean Pratt goes, okay, for a laugh, how many outs can K get tonight? Yo, actually, Monkey Knife Fight, the sponsor of this video, I want to see what the over/under on the outs, the putouts for him is. I'm gonna get that, but you.
Well, here I want to guess what they have it as, what they have the over/under as. So.
I wonder if they even put him in here because they know he sucks. So they're like, fuck, we can't make an accurate bet on this.
I'm going to guess that they've put it at about 14.5.
Oh, they don't have him on the main page, so I gotta search for it a little bit.
Yeah, I'm saying 14.5 outs they guessed. In which case, I'm going under.
14.5 outs you go?
Yeah. I'm saying under on that.
I don't even think they have him.
They don't even have it, eh?
Because he's just like a random. They have no idea.
It's like literally K could be a freaking opener. Okay, if I'm actually being honest, how many outs do I think K is gonna get tonight?
What did he get last time? 4? 5? He actually did decent last time. Outs? No, didn't he? Let me look at his. Let me look. Should I look right here?
I'm gonna say that Anthony K gets... Oh, man, I don't even know. 11.
11 outs?
Yeah, he's going to make it...
So what would that be?
It 4... Or that'd be 3.2.
3 and 2/3.
3.2 he's going to make it.
His last outing, he went 4. The one before 2 1/3, and then 4. Okay, that's a pretty good guess.
Right, 11. That seems reasonable.
However, I will say he went 4 against Philly, and the Tampa Bay Rays offense kind of blows. So I'm gonna go 4 even.
Like 4 innings, so that's 12 outs.
Yeah, I'm gonna go 12.
So
I'm like 1 above you.
Yeah, I'm saying that in the 3rd inning, he's gonna get locked up.
He's gonna get into a jam, and he's gonna be at like 16, like fucking wild and walking
or
people.
Or in the 4th inning, I guess. Yeah, he's gonna get fucked
4th
up.
inning.
He's gonna get messed up in the 4th inning, bro. Yeah, he's gonna have a hard time. Also, it is 6:24 right now, almost 6:25. I guess it's time for us to give our some game picks here.
Yeah. Should we read off the lineup and shit?
Yeah, let's get the lineup going, and because the game is almost on.
Oh my god!
J Deep says he pitches a no-hitter in my humble opinion.
Nice. Love. I would love that. All right, everybody. The Toronto Blue Jays are taking on.
Like, JD, like I feel like at this point anybody could do it.
No, for real. No, for real. Yeah. All right, everybody. The Toronto Blue Jays taking on the Tampa Bay Rays, who are on a 7-game win streak. The Blue Jays have leading off Marcus Semien on second base, Bichette shortstop, Guerrero's the DH tonight. Then Hernandez left field, Grichuk in the right. Tellez is back in the lineup at first base. Espinal at third base again in the 7th spot. McGuire catching. Anthony Kay today in catching position, obviously. Mm-hmm. And Jonathan Davis in center field.
Nice.
So, yeah, we're missing Biggio. We're missing Guerrielle.
Missing Guerrielle. That's ideal.
Bit of a thinner lineup, but I think our top half is... Oh, my God. Our top half's fucked up, dude. Dude, take this in.
Top half is elite.
I'm going to read off the OPS of our first 5.
Wait, hold up.
Yeah. Hold.
Yeah, read it.
Okay. 854, 845, 1.051, 846, and 795 is our top 5. You doing the common?
Yeah.
Wow.
878.2 OPS.
In the top 5 of the lineup.
878 OPS for
wow.
top 5 hitters. Now, what's our bottom 4? What's our bottom 4?
Bottom 4 tonight, and again, there are some missing people.
Yes, there is a lot of missing people, but what is it?
516.
One second. Yeah.
Yeah, 516. 650. 871. 582.
Yeah, this is 655.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we are very top heavy, and that 871 is Espinal, I guess.
Or is it 871 is McGuire.
Oh, shit the hell.
Bro. Yeah, well, limited at bats.
God damn it. But yes, yeah. So the bottom 4, not super elite. The top 5, though, super crazy. Mm-hmm. I think that we can get to Glass now, man. Like,
I do. We got to him last time. No problem.
Yeah.
I think, and it's funny because we actually have Tellez, and I think this is a good move again by Montoya. Tellez homered off Glasnow his last time, puts him right back in the lineup. I like that move a lot.
It's just like, this is what I'm seeing. I'm not gonna complicate this for myself.
Yep.
You homered off of him.
Yep.
We'll give you another chance.
He likes the ball off his hand.
Yeah.
He likes to see it. Hit it.
Yeah, exactly.
I think that's pretty straight up.
I'm with it. I'm definitely with it. So, yeah, I mean, that's our lineup tonight, guys. We are obviously facing Glasnow, who is far superior to Anthony Kay.
Yeah. So if we do win this one, it's going to be because of the bats.
Yes, it will be because of the bats. We will probably have to get to Glasnow.
Maybe a bullpen kind of day. Yeah, maybe bullpen shows up.
If we win this one, Glasnow's not going 6, guys. No. He's not going 6 if we win this one. And I really think we do need to win this one. I don't want to lose 3 games in a row.
Agree. My
and
God.
especially, it feels like 2 losses, because if we lose, then Tampa gains a game, we lose a game. It's not ideal. They're ahead of us. Boston's ahead of us. Yankees are ahead of us.
Yeah, we're 4th now, guys. Yeah, it's very close, obviously, still, but I love the comfort of being ahead.
I agree. I completely agree. So let's go out and get the job done, guys.
Let's do it, guys. We get our little outro.
Yes, get our outro going, guys. For all of you who tuned in, the 26 of you still watching, I'm assuming most of you guys are subscribers, but if you aren't, please make sure to do so. We just hit 2K very recently. We're very happy about it. Finally get to kind of celebrate for this weekend. It's super great.
Woo!
And yeah, guys, thanks so much for watching.
Thank you, guys, and go Jays, go!
Can't wait to get more beers.
Oh, yeah. I'm gonna drink my wine bottle. Yeah.